Let me start recording. Okay, so today's topic is decision control structure. So in a decision control structure, actually we are controlling the execution of the statements of your program depending on one of the condition. Okay, and you can make that condition, you can form the condition by using the relational operator. For example, there are one statement is there, printf statement. You want to execute that statements, but only when if one of the condition is true. If the condition is true, then only you want to execute, otherwise you don't want to execute. Very simple. So then generally we are using a decision control structure. It is known as a conditional execution of your statement. It doesn't guarantee that your whatever the code written, it is executed every time if you are including that statement in your conditional code. It will be executed only if your condition is true. If the condition is true, then only that path will be taken. If the condition is true, that conditional code get executed. And if the condition is false, then actually it will skip the execution of the conditional code and it will directly go to the next statement after that decision control structure. So got it? So decision making structure requires that the programmer specify one or more condition to be evaluated or tested by the program. Okay. So depending on the conditions only, that particular statement get executed. That is the only moral of the story here. Okay. So syntax is very easy here. If condition, then in a curly brackets, we are putting the different statement that has to be executed if that particular condition is true. Or simply we can say that here, if this condition is true, then execute this statement. Otherwise we can say that if the condition is false, do not execute these statements. If the condition is true, execute. If condition is false, do not execute. Very simple. So if the condition evaluated to true, then only the block of the code inside the statement will be executed. Otherwise it will not execute. This curly bracket, the curly bracket defines the how many statements you want to enclose in your as a conditional code. If you want to enclose the 5 or 4 statement, that this curly bracket, that all the 5 statements should be enclosed in that curly bracket itself. Okay. And one more thing that to be remembered here, the last point, the C programming language assumes any non-zero value and non-zero values as a true. Remember that. Any non-zero value or non-null value as a true, and if it is either 0 or null, then it is assumed as a false. So it means that if you are considering out, instead of just giving the condition, if you are putting here expression, and if that expression result is non-zero, then it is considered as true. If the expression result is false, then it is considered as a, if the expression result is 0, then it is considered as a false there. Okay. So actually C language doesn't have this data type true and false. In a C language, true means non-zero and the false means 0 value. Always remember it. Now, how to make a condition? We can make a condition by using the different relational operators. There are 6 relational operators present in C language. First one is equal to. Here x equal to y. It means that here this condition is only true if the value of x and value of y is both are same. If both are same, it will result as a true. Otherwise it is false. Same for the next one. If x not equal to y, if the value of x and value of y is not equal, it is not same, then the result is true. Otherwise it is false. X less than y, x greater than y, is less than or equal to y, x greater than or equal to y, having the same meaning here. Just like take the last example, x greater than or equal to y, greater than or equal to y. Now this condition will be true only if the value of x greater than y, or if the value of x is equal to y. Now it will give the result true in both cases, greater than also, equal to also. Here also less than also, equal to also, x less than or equal to y. Got it? But here only one statement get check here, one condition will be checked here, x less than y and x greater than y. Okay, so only one statement, but here in the next one here, two condition will be checked: less than condition, equal to condition, greater than condition, equal to condition. Take the example. What are the example here? Now here a is equal to 10. One variable is defined, a equal to 10, and if a is less than 20, now if I am comparing this 20 with the value of a is 10, 10 is less than 20. Now condition is true here. If the condition is true, it will execute a less than 20. It will print the value a is less than 20. But you can see here the next statement, it is not a part of if statement. The next statement is not part because it is after that curly bracket. If it is after the curly bracket, then it is no, it is not a conditional statement, it is a compulsory statement. So it means that this a is less than 20 will be executed only if the condition is true. But after executing this, the definitely value of a has to be printed here. Value of a is 10 is perfectly, it will printed every time here. Now next statement, that is very easy one, and which is related to the last if statement. Only the else part is get attached here. Now here there are some cases or the programs are there in which we want to we are having the two set of statements. If that particular condition is true, we want to execute the first statement. Otherwise, we have the another set of statement if that condition is false. Okay, so here, if that condition is true, then the statement inside that if block will be executed. But suppose what happen if the condition is false, it will go to the else part and it will execute the whatever the statement present in the else part. Okay, so here we are handling the both condition here, true condition as well as the false condition here. So but the if else only use if you have the two set of statement. If the condition is false, you have to do this. If the condition is true, you have to do that. Okay, so depending on a program requirement, we are selecting if statement or we are selecting the if else statement. Now the flow diagram of the if else is given here. If the condition is true, that if code will be executed. But suppose if the condition is false, whatever the else code is executed, and after it, the next statement after that if get executed here. This is the flowchart diagram of the if else. The same example we have given here. The value of a I have modified as 100 here. The condition is given as a less than 20, and if a is less than 20, then printf a is less than 20. Else a is print the a is not less than 20. So it means that here we have handled the both of the condition here, true condition as well as the if the condition is false, that else part also we have handled. Now here a value is 100, 100 less than 20, condition is false. If the condition is false, it will go to the else part and it will execute a is not less than 20. And after that, the next compulsory statement is value of a is 100. Okay, so your output is a is not less than 20 and the value of a is 100. Got it? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it is very easy actually. The next one is the if else if ladder. It is known as if else if ladder, if else if statement. So in if else if statement, actually we have somewhat modified the else part also. So what happened if the first condition is true? Suppose if the first is true, we want to check the second condition. We want to check the second condition. If the second is also, if the first condition is false, we want to check the second condition. If the second is false, we want to check the third condition. If the third is false, we want to check the fourth condition. Like that. If this type of the programming we want to do, then we are using the if else if ladder. Here, if the first condition is true, it will not go to execute, or it will not go to check the condition 2, condition 3, condition 4 or other conditions. If the first condition is true itself, it will execute it and directly you get out of that particular if statement. So from this one, from this statement directly you out of here. I can annotate here. Yes. So if the first condition is true, it will execute the statement and directly it will go to the after this one. But if the first condition is false, if the first is false, then it will go to execute else part. If it is go to execute else part, then it will check the second condition. If the second is true, it will execute this and directly after this it will go outside this. But if the second condition is also false, first is false, second is false, then it will go to execute next else part. But in a next else, again there is third condition is there. If the third is true, it will execute this, otherwise, and directly it will go outside this. But suppose if this is also false, it means that first is also false, second is also false, third is also false, then it will go to execute the next else. And in else there is no if statement, so it will definitely execute this one. So what it means that the last else part will execute only if first is condition is false, second is false, third is false. You can consider this last else as a default case, the last case as a default case here. If the first is not true, second is not true, third is also not true, then the last is always true. For example, the same if you want to consider a real life scenario of this same if else if ladder. Suppose if you want to opt for the engineering, then generally what you are doing, you are going for the choice form. Okay, there is a choice code you want to give. So your first college under this branch, college name and the branch name, and the second one, this college name, branch name, third college name, branch name, fourth college name, branch name. So you are actually filling that choice form, choice number 1, choice number 2, choice number 3, choice number 4, choice number 5. So suppose you have filled the 5 choices in your choice form. So how it actually works, if the first choice, if the first choice is available, then you are directly allocating to that college. Otherwise, if the first is not available, it will go to check the second choice. If the second choice is available, it will allocate to that college. Otherwise, it will go to for the checking the third choice. If the third is available, it will allocate, you will allocated by that particular third college. Otherwise, fourth one also checking, fifth one also checking. But suppose if there is no, that 5 choices you have written, that 5 colleges are not available, then the last else part is the in your result form, that is it is get printed that no college has been allocated in the round 1, go for the round 2. Got it? So you have to fill the next choice form. The same thing if you want to do here, then you need to write here that logic in your if else if ladder. So here definitely if the first choice form, if the first choice code is available, or if the first choice code is available and you have allocated that to that college, though the second choice is also available, third choice is also available, fourth choice is also available, it will not go to allocate that second, third, fourth colleges here. If the first is available, it will allocate and directly you get out of that round itself. So you are out of that round. Your college has been successfully allocated. So got it? Everyone getting this point where when to use the if else if?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now the next one is the so let me clear. Okay. So here next one is the your example. A is 100. Now first we are going for checking the A equal to 10. If the value of A is 10, then it will print value of A is 10. If else if the first is not true, then only it will go to the else if. So it will check that value of A is not 10. Is it 20?
No.
Is it if the value of A is 20, then it will print value of A is 20. Otherwise, it will go to the next else. Now there is no if statement is there. So the first is false, second is false. Now definitely the last one is true here. And here it will give the output as none of the values is matching and the exact value of A is 100. The exact value of A is 100. It is not conditional, it is a compulsory statement. Okay, so out of this 3 printf statement, the else printf is executed, none of the values matching. Okay, and your output is none of the value is matching and the exact value of A is 100 here. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now the next one is the nested if statement. Nested if means if we are writing the if inside the if, that is known as a nested if. If your statement, if your if statement is enclosed in another if statement, that is known as a nested if statement. For example, suppose you want to go you have gone to the trip, okay, one of your trip, and suppose you want to opt one of the hotel there. Okay, so you first see the first criteria, is room available? If room available, yeah, if the room is available, then you are checking that. If there hot water available, okay, if there is hot water available, then only I am entering into your room. And if the hot water is not available, directly I am going out of this if statement here. Got it? So if the first condition is true, I want to check second one. If the second is true, I want to check third one. If third is true, I want to check fourth one. Then I can use here nested if statement here. Got it? So in that case, suppose if the first is true, suppose we want to check the biggest number of the 3 numbers. 3 number is given, you want to check that which is the biggest number of that 3 number. So what is your actually statement? First we are comparing the first two numbers. Now you are saying that if the first one is biggest, then we are again comparing that first number with the third number. Now we are comparing the first number with third number only if the first condition is true, that is A greater than B, that is first number is greater than B. Then only we are checking that if first number is greater than also third number, then we can print there first number is the greater number than the remaining 2 numbers. So like that we can also have some real life examples. Also one of the example that I have given here to select your hotel. Okay, we can have this particular nested if statement. Okay, if the first is true, we are checking the second one. Second is true, we are checking again for third one. Where third is true, again we are checking the fourth one, like that. Got it? So get it, this nested if statement?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so the example is again very easy here. Here the two variables are there, A is equal to 100 and B is equal to 200. Now we are checking here if A equal to 100. Now if A equal to 100, then only it will go inside that if statement. If A is 100, then only it will go inside. Then it will check B is equal to 200. If A is 100, then it will go to check the statement B equal to 200, and it will go for to print here value of A is 100 and B is 200. Got it? But suppose if the value of A is 150, then this first condition is false. If the first condition is false, it will not go to check the next one. First is also false. First is false, no need to check the second one. Directly go outside and directly print here exact value of A is 150 and value of B is 200. But here if A is 100, then it will go inside and it will check the second one. So in our real life also there are some situation we want to check the second condition only if the first one is true. Then we can use here nested if statement. So getting the point? Getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so this is the actually value of A is 100 and B is 200. Exact value of A is 100 and value of B is 200. This is the output of that program. Okay. So we will actually take this only. Switch case we will take tomorrow. But today we are taking the examples based on that if statement and the if else statements here. Okay. So there are some examples is given out of which we will see the second one. Okay, just see the second one because first one I have to cover it. See the second one is also, I think, okay, this one. First one, take the first one and tell me what is the output. A is 500, B and C are the variables. If A is greater than 400, B is 300, C is 200.
300 and 200 will be the
300 and 200 is the answer.
300 and 200.
200.
Okay, but how? Can anyone explain?
Sir, because it is greater or equal to 400. So greater is true. That
Yes.
condition is true. So it will print B and C.
It will print. But suppose if I'm making A is equal to 600, then
Then it
still
will
print.
Then
Still it will print, sir, because
It
greater
will
than
print. Greater than is true, no? So it will print.
so it will print 300 and 200.
yeah,
okay. And suppose if A is equal to 200,
then it won't print.
Then it will
It
not
won't
print,
print,
sir.
sir.
it will not print.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. So you have not listened
No, it will
very carefully.
Is it
It will print. It will print.
What
After
is
if there are no curly braces.
yeah,
So it will
like
print.
curly
now
braces.
here if
Yeah,
statement
sir,
is
yes.
only this. If statement is only there is no curly bracket. So this B equal to 300 is the only part of this if. This C is equal to 200 is definitely going to print. Print statement also going definitely, because these are not a conditional one. This is the compulsory statements. So here whatever the condition, B equal to 500, A equal to 500, so 500 greater than or equal to 400 condition is true. So this statement is again executed. So B becomes 300. C obviously is 200. So your answer is 300 and 200. Get it?
Yes, sir.
Get it? So what you listen from this, what you take the lesson from this example, do not suppose your
You have to
answer
check
is,
for the syntax properly, sir.
yeah,
If there is
first
a
check the syntax, is there is a curly bracket is not there or not. Okay, if the curly bracket is there, then that statement inside the curly bracket is a part. But if the curly bracket is not there, only one statement after the if is the part of that if statement. Got it? Now check the next one. Check the next one.
so next one also same, sir. There will be a syntax error, right? I mean the syntax according to the condition. So it will print 10 and 20 itself.
Yes, sir.
It will print 10 and 20.
10 and 20 only will get printed.
10 and 20 will be printed. Any syntax error is here?
Sir, after if we need to have the
Curly braces.
opening curly braces, no, sir. Opening bracket.
In bracket and curly bracket is there. Now this opening curly bracket is not there. So what happened?
So
No,
take
it is considered as a normal, like it's not considered as a if statement.
so conditional is not true. So
That if
nothing will print.
statement won't have any existence. Like
No, it will have because if there's only one statement, no, sir. So it is considered for if.
So this printf is executed or not?
It's executed,
It is
but in this
executed,
case,
sir.
the condition is not satisfying.
Now condition is 10 equal to 20. Condition
Yeah.
is false. So if the condition is false, this printf executes or not?
No, sir.
It will not
It
execute,
will.
sir.
It will not
it
execute.
will.
It will execute.
It will execute.
Not execute.
Why
sir, because
it will
It will
execute?
not execute, sir.
It will
Why
not
it will-
execute, sir, because statement is only wrong, no sir. How will it execute?
Statement is
So-
wrong.
So if the condition is false, after that there's no curly braces. Like in, printf is not within curly braces.
Okay.
So even if it is false, it will still print.
No.
That's
So
only
you are
if you
getting
have-
wrong.
No,
You are getting
sir.
wrong.
It won't get
Okay.
executed. I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
the
I will-
output won't be there.
I will go for the terminal and then I will explain you this concept. Okay, so nano if else dot c. Okay, so here what is my statements? So here int
A is equal to 10.
and, okay, so int
A is equal to 10, B is equal to 10.
is equal to 10 and b is equal to 20. Okay, and I have done here if a equal to
B,
b. Okay, and then
print.
printf a is
Okay.
equal to b. Okay, so this statement actually I'm printing. Is it the same program? First I am executing this program. So can you tell me what is the output here? What is the output?
Nothing.
Nothing, sir.
False.
Yeah.
Nothing, or it will printed. How many of you have the
Yeah.
answer? It will print.
It won't print, sir.
It won't print. Yes, correct. If else dot c and dot slash a dot out. So it will not printing anything. Got it?
Sir.
Okay. So what happened with this program then?
Sir, curly brackets.
In our program
It's-
itself, actually.
If there's one statement,
Yeah,
it's
in
not
our
necessary.
program. Yeah, in our program, actually, same program. So what is the problem? It is printed or not printed?
No, sir.
Not
It
printed.
print.
It will not print.
Not print.
It will not print. So how many
Sir,
of you?
but then your semicolon is there for if also. So it will print, sir.
Yeah, it will print.
It
Yeah,
will print.
Exactly.
yes. That's why I am telling you, you have not seen this semicolon. So what happened if there is a semicolon here? What
It
happened?
ends the
It
condition.
will end there only. It will end the
Statement will
if
end.
statement there only.
Syntax error.
Now, if there is a semicolon here, then what happened? The meaning of semicolon means statement termination. So it means that if statement is terminated here itself, if statement is terminated here itself, now this statement is not a conditional statement. It is the compulsory statement. Got it? It is compulsory statement. It doesn't
Yes.
depends on that condition. Whatever that condition is, true or false, it is definitely it will get executes. So just yeah, it is just a warning.
Mm.
Okay, so it is definitely execute A equal to B. Okay, so your G plus GCC is actually giving the warning. Turbo C doesn't give out the warning. Got it?
Yes.
So first, your eyes should be open when you're going to solve your C aptitude questions. So now the next one is int x equal to 3, float y equal to 3.0, and if x equal to y, x and y are equal, else x and y are not equal. Now here we are comparing the float variable and the integer variable. Float and integer variable.
X and Y are equal, sir, because
X
numeric
and-
value is same.
Okay, x and y are equal. Okay, so here A suppose integer and the B is float.
The float, there was a spelling
So,
mistake.
yeah.
Yes, it is 3 and it is 3.0. Okay, and if A
Is
equal to B, then A is equal to B.
sir, you missed three. Is
Hmm? Ah,
T
yes,
T.
T is not there.
Float.
Else A is equal to A is not equal to B.
Not equal to B.
So bracket, sir, curly bracket.
No, curly bracket is not required because only one statement is there. If only one statement is there, giving the curly bracket is not compulsory.
Okay.
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 So here in our statement, actually it is given, but it is not compulsory to give the curly bracket if only one statement you want to execute in your if and else. If there are more than one statement, then giving the curly bracket is compulsory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So curly bracket actually necessarily your program length becomes larger when if there is only one statement. Actually, I am not preferring to give the curly bracket. So just compare, go for the compilation and just running the program. So A is equal to B. Okay. So it means that here if you are comparing A and B and both are the integer and float value, then it will give that value. But what happens if it is, I think, 7?
Not equal to B.
Hmm?
Now it is not equal to B, sir.
Not equal to B.
It is not equal to B.
It's equal, sir.
It's equal, I guess.
How?
Because
3.7. I don't know.
3 only is taken into
Float,
account.
no. Float means point, decimal is also considered.
Not equal to sir.
Not equal to B.
Not equal.
Yeah.
Actually, what happened here? This value and this value, okay, the both operand. If you are doing a comparison and if both operand data types are different, then it is automatically converted. So this B is float. So B is not converting into the integer. Int is converting into the float.
Yes.
Okay.
Int is converting into float.
Into
Okay, so float equal to B because float is the higher priority than int.
Sir, suppose if it was B is equal to A,
Yes.
then will it still be
No,
not
no,
equal
it
to?
will be not equal to B.
Because then float will be converting into
No. If one of the operand is float, the second operand will be float. That is the rule.
It's like
Okay.
implicitly the compiler only will convert. Is it like that?
It doesn't mean that the first operand or second operand. If one of the operand is float, then the second operand will be converted to float. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Now next one. Sorry. Now
Sir,
it is
in the
very
first-
easy. Now there is no if statement here, huh? Directly.
Sir, in the first one, if the if statement was false, the condition was false, then only C is equal to 200 would have got printed, no?
Yeah.
In first one, if the condition is false, then C is equal to 200 and B is garbage value.
Okay.
B is garbage because B has not initialized, and local variable is having the garbage value. Okay. Now in this one, you have to print X, Y, and Z value. Now it is easy, very easy.
Sir, X is 10, Y is 3, Then Z is 10 less than 10.
So X is 10, Y is 10, and Z can be like a null value because that statement is false.
Yeah, it might be that one.
Okay, so let's check the okay, are you able to see that
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
whiteboard?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now my statement is here, look at here, int x equal to 3, y and z. I know y is equal to x equal to 10 and z is equal to x less than 10. Okay, so what is x, y and z here? Okay, so out of this x, first consider the first one, y equal to x equal to 10. Which one get executes?
X equal
X equal to 10 will get executed, because if you see the associativity of your equal to, then it is right to left. It is right to left. So rightmost is having the highest priority. So x equal to 10. So value of x becomes 10. Got it?
Y is also 10.
Okay. So whatever the value here, it is again given to the y. So y also becomes 10. Y also becomes 10. Got it? Now this one get executes. Now x less than 10. Now it is a condition. So the condition is 10 less than 10. Condition is false. So what is false in our C language? I already mentioned you.
1. I mean, any
0, 0, 0.
Non-zero.
Zero.
Non-zero means true and 0 means
0.
false. So what is this? 0. So what is Z value?
Z is 0.
Z is 0. Z value is 0. Got it?
Yes.
So in this way, actually, you have to solve it.
Sir, 1 minute, wait, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Done?
sir.
Okay. Now go for the next one. Okay, the fifth one. Now it is very easy. Fifth one. K equal to 50, 35. K equal to 35. And the 3 value has been given here. Printf, percentage D, percentage D, percentage D. So 3 value has been printed. First is K equal to 35, K equal to 50, and K greater than 40. So you know that if the condition is true, just take the answer as 1. If the condition is false, take the answer as 0.
0, 50,
Sir,
and
1, 0, 0.
0,
1,
50, 1.
0, 50, 1. Or 150, 0.
150, 0.
Yes, 150, 0. So
Yeah,
what is the
one.
So
correct one?
150, 0.
150, 0. So which is
Yeah.
the correct one? We'll see. Just look at this. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so now look at here, K equal to 35, K equal to 50, and K equal to 40. Now these are the 3 expression. Which expression gets solved first? Tell me. This is the row expression 1, expression number 2, expression number 3. Which is get solved first?
3.
3. 3 or first?
1, I guess.
Because these are known as the arguments. Argument to the printf statement.
Sir, first one.
Argument to the printf statement. I say argument number 1, argument number 2, argument number 3, argument number 4. Okay.
First one.
So which one gets solved? Now 2, 3, 4 is the number.
2.
2, sir. 2.
2. Okay. So if it is solved 2, then what is the answer? K equal to 35. Condition is true. Condition is true, so it will print 1. So instead of this percentage D, it will print 1.
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Now K becomes 50.
50.
So it becomes 50. Okay. And K is greater than 40. Now condition is
False. False.
False, sir.
or true?
0.
0.
What is value of K?
50 greater than 40.
25.
50.
True,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. True,
What is,
true.
what is value of K? 50.
30.
So 50 greater than 40. Condition is
True.
True.
so it is 151 answer.
Yeah, sir.
151 is the answer. This is totally wrong. Okay, it is totally wrong. It is not the correct answer. So your answer, correct answer, I will tell you. So that is actually the turning point here. So remember that here, if there are expression in the argument passing of your any function, if you are passing an argument to the function, and instead of passing direct argument, if you are passing any expression there, these are the expressions. Now which expression gets solved first? So here the rightmost expression is solved first. Rightmost to leftmost. So rightmost is solved first, then it's left, then it's left, then it's left. Got it? So here this is the first expression to be solved. So it is 35 greater than 40. Condition
Yes, sir.
false. So it is 0. So where this 0 get replaced? At the third percentage D. Okay. Now next one is K equal to 50. Yeah, it is obviously it is an assignment operator. So K becomes 50. K becomes 50 here. Now here K equal to 35. Condition false.
False.
So it is 0. So your answer
0,
is 0,
50,
50 and 0. 0, 50 and 0. Got it?
Yeah, sir.
This has to be remembered now. Okay. So always remember that all the argument passing will be solved from right to left. The rightmost will be solved, then it's left, then it's left, then it's left. But it doesn't mean that this has solved. First, it means that this value of this is replaced in the first percentage D. It is replaced in the third percentage D itself because it is a placeholder, third placeholder. This third placeholder is related to third argument. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now take the next one. Now this answer should be correct because I already told you the way to solve these problems.
Sir, it is
So
1.
it's 121.
1.
121.
21.
This is 1.
Yeah,
This
sir.
is 20 and this is 1.
1. Yes, sir.
Let's check that first. 50 less than 30. This is the solve first. So 1. So last one is 1. Second last is 20.
20.
And it is 15. 20
Not equal.
20 not equal to 15.
15. So it
So
is
1.
true.
1.
So it is 1. So 1,
20.
21. Correct answer. Yes. Now next one.
Oh.
Sir, A is 15.
Mhm.
B is also 15.
Mhm.
And C will be 0, sir, because 15 is not like less than 15 is 0.
15, 0.
Okay. So answer is 15, 15, 0. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now next. I-65, character J equal to capital A, and comparing I and J.
C is a
Or it is print C is wow.
C is wow, sir.
C is wow.
C is wow.
Yeah.
It will print C is wow.
Headache, sir.
No, sir, C is wow.
C is wow. Why?
So
So
because
because the ASCII
J's
value of
character, yeah, ASCII value of
ASCII
capital
value
A
of
is
capital A
65.
is 65.
65. Yes, yes. If you don't know this logic, na, ASCII value and what is the ASCII value of capital A, then definitely you will give the answer C is headache. Because you say you think that capital A and 65 both are different. So the condition is false. So it will go to C is headache. But capital A, if you look at the decimal value of the capital A, that is ASCII value of capital A, it is 65. So when you are
So
comparing
J will become
65,
65.
yeah, J is 65. Actually it is 65, but its character value is capital A. Its decimal value is 65. So 65 equal to 65, condition is true, and you will print C is wow. Okay. So is it interesting?
Yes, sir.
Now it is somewhat now complicated. Now what is this first operator, double vertical line? It is known as a logical or.
Color.
Yeah,
Color.
or
Logical
operator,
or,
sir.
and double and means logical and operator.
And
Okay, you know the truth table of and or.
yes, sir. Sir, if it is minus also, answer will be 1 only, no, sir?
Minus is a non-zero value. What is
Okay.
non-zero? Non-zero is true.
So W will be true.
W will be true. So we'll see this. What is W? First I will tell you. So W is equal to I means 4,
4.
or with J is minus 1, or with K is
Zero.
equal to 0. X equal to I is 4, and with minus 1 and with 0. Y is equal to 4, or with minus 1 and with 0. And Z is equal to I means 4, and with J, that is minus 1, or with 0. Okay, so let's first one. Now if you go to the precedence table, then have you learned that precedence table, which is having the higher
It is left
priority?
to right, sir. W will be left to right.
Yes, sir.
It is left to right, but which
Left
is
to
having
right.
the highest priority from that double and or?
And
Double and is having
double
the
and.
higher priority, and the associativity left to right. Okay.
Right.
So now there are same operator is there. So or operator left to right. So this is get solved first. So 4 or with minus 1.
It is 1.
1. Okay. And 1 or with 0.
1.
1. So W is 1.
1. True.
W is 1. Next one is 4 and with minus 1.
1.
0.
1.
1 or 0?
1.
1, because it is also true. It is also true. Minus 1 is also true.
Mm.
Minus value is also true. 0 is only false. So true and true. True. So 1. And 1, that is true. True and 0. True and 0.
0, sir.
0.
0.
Now next one is 1 or with minus 1.
1.
True. 1.
Or
1.
with minus 1.
1.
True or true. But which is having the highest priority? Or operator or and operator?
And
Operator, sir.
Okay. So this is get solved first. So minus 1 and with 0.
0.
0. Okay. Now 4 or with 0.
1.
1.
0, sir.
1.
1.
1, sir.
Or operator. If one of the operand is true, the result is true. Okay. Now next one is this is get solved. It is true.
True, and then that will become
3
true, sir.
or
1
0.
is the answer.
1. So answer is W
True.
is 1,
1.
X is 0,
X is
Y is 1, and Z is 1.
Z is 1.
Yes, correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's why I told you that precedence table is the very, very important one for solving the C aptitude. Now the next one. Okay, this one, that is very, very easy. Yes, 10th.
Sir, only those.
0.
So that statement is not correct.
Maybe not correct. Why?
Because
I think so.
Z
It will,
is
It is 12.
I think so. It will print Dean of Student Affairs.
Yes, Dean of Student Affairs, because answer will be 1. That is true from that condition.
but then I is 4, no sir. How can it take I is equal to?
So I think it'll print dosa.
Anyone
So
tell me,
condition is true. So I
Condition
think
is
so.
true, so it will print Dean of Student Affairs.
how the
Yeah,
condition is true? Can anybody tell me?
False.
Sir,
Sir,
Z is 12. So 12 is 12 greater than 50 will be false. So
False.
0.
Okay.
and 5
will be
or
true.
0 will be 1.
Yeah, 1.
Yeah. So I is
I is
4. So
0.
4 is not
I
equal to
is
1.
4, no sir.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It'll print dosa.
I is 4. So 4
Like-
equal to 5.
0, sir. Sir, dosa, sir.
So dosa.
Dosa.
False, sir.
False.
It'll go to else.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Dosa.
So just look at this point. What is it? This is not a double equal to. This is the single equal to. The single equal to means it is an assignment operator. What the assignment operator is doing, the 5 is assigned to I. It is not comparison. It is the assignment operator.
Assignment
So it
operator.
means that the result of the I equal to 5 is 5.
Yeah, so 1 no, sir. 5
5 or 0.
Dean
5
of
or
student.
0 is
So Dean
true.
of Student Affairs will
Dean
be
of Student Affairs will get printed.
The answer is Dean of Students Affairs will be get printed. So everyone getting the point? Because you have mistakenly actually taken this operator as a double equal to operator. Okay, so it is explicitly given there. And most of the students are doing the mistake. That is, they think that it is a printing mistake. If it is a printing mistake, then they correct themselves. So do not correct yourself. Whatever the program is there, according to that, just give the answer. Okay.
Yes.
Now next one, 12th.
So the first one will get printed.
First one.
Macero. Because not of -3 is nothing but 0.
Yes.
And not of j is again 0.
0.
And into 1, so according to precedence, we have to start from, first multiplication and then addition. So in that case, it is
0 into 1 is 0.
0. 0 plus 0 is
0 plus 0 is 0. So 0 plus 0 means whole is 0.
Yeah.
If whole is 0 means it is false. If it is false means it will go to else.
Okay, okay, yeah, sir. Yeah.
So it is printed Benario.
Wait, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Wait, sir.
So have you get this PPT by that link?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can download that PPT at your end itself. So done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now this one. So some again complication get increase here.
Sir, y is 0.
Y 0.
Sir, I'm getting y as 1.
Okay, it might true
Sir,
or
sir,
wrong.
y is 1. Y is 1, 1.
Y is 1, sir.
Yes, sir, y is 1.
Okay. Just first calculate yourself, then I
Y
will
is
tell
1,
you
sir.
answer. Then I will tell you answer. If you go for the step wise, now you will perfectly get the answer. Now, out of this actually, which is having the highest priority, plus operator is having highest priority. First solve all the plus,
Yes,
then
sir.
solve and, then
Sir,
solve
1,
or.
1, sir. Both the
1,
answers.
1, sir. Both are 1, 1.
Are 1.
Both are one.
Y and Z both are 1.
Yes, sir,
Okay.
y and z both are 1.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what is I plus 5?
9.
9, sir.
9 means it
9,
is true.
0, 2.
Okay, it is true. Then it is also minus 1 plus 1, it is 0.
0.
So it is false.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
It is true. And k plus 2, that is it is true.
2.
So it
It's
is true and false is false. And
False.
false
False.
or true is,
True.
True.
so t is true. So it is 1. Okay, now I
Yes, sir.
plus 5, it is true.
True and false.
It is false
K plus 1 is false.
and it is true. So here
True.
false and
False and true is false.
false. And again
True
true
and
and
false.
false is
True.
true. So Z is also true. So Y and Z both are true. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So just follow the same technique. Go for the precedence table. Okay, so these are related to the and switch case. Okay. Okay, so for today actually this is the only point, but there is an assignment for you. Okay, so you have to try these exercises. Exercise number 1, then exercise number 2, 3, 4 also you can try, and 5 also you can, 6 also you can try, 5 also you can try. And there's the greatest number. Okay, greatest number of 3. Okay, all the 7. Okay, the assignment is first 7 assignment, first 7 programs. Okay, so
Okay.
from actually you have the whole day today, whole day, and the morning session is also there, tomorrow morning session. So up to that you have to solve this all the 7 and you have to submit it. Just make a zip file and submit in the next session.
Yes, sir.
Okay, or even you can take a screenshot of it and you can also share it on the your WhatsApp group itself. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So tomorrow actually we will take that switch case statement and the ternary operator, that is conditional operator, and some programs based on that. Okay, so why I'm not solving this program? Actually the program solving, it should be your end, because I am solving the program and you are only just writing that program, then it doesn't mean that you are learning C language. Learning the C language means learning the syntaxes, and whatever the logic to solve that program, you have to think about it. Just like take an example of first one. Ram, Sham and Ajay are the input through the keyboard. Okay, so 3 input you have to take. Okay, then write a program to determine youngest of 3. So who is the youngest? That is smallest number. You have to find out the smallest one. So Ram, Sham or Ajay, which one is smallest one? So you have to find out the smallest of 3 numbers. Very simple.
Sir, that program is written using nested if.
Which one?
The first one.
It has to be nested if.
Okay.
It has to be nested if. So you can use up to if else if statement. You can have any logic. You can use if statement or if else statement or if else if statement. So whatever the logic you are thinking, just apply it first and check for the all the 3 inputs. So that is, first make the Ram as engaged, then second time do the Sham as engaged, and third time do the Ajay as engaged. This is also known as the testing of your program. Got it? So do also the manual testing by giving some inputs. Okay, and then these are the actually mathematical formula. 3 points are there, coordinates is given, and we have to check that all 3 are in a same point or not. Just check your math book, or just take only the formula and just apply that formula, convert that formula into your C formula, C language. Okay, so try yourself and we will meet tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
We'll meet tomorrow with this all the assignments that has been completed with you, and we'll start the switch case statement and the decision, your conditional statement. Okay.